We're in Morganton and we're coming down here to see if their farmers market is doing anything today. We don't see anything in here, but hopefully something's going on over here. So we're gonna come down here and take a look. It's kind of a neat older part of Morganton. Looks like this is an old mill. That was not the location. So we are, I think I've seen a sign in the past where I might see the location up here, and we looked it up and it's on their website or whatever, and it says there are 2 locations. So we're gonna check up here. So that was the Saturday location that we were at, and I guess this is the Wednesday location. But this is the last, this may be the last Wednesday or one of the last Wednesdays that they're doing this for the season. So it looks like it's kind of wound down a lot. We've had trouble with the ground getting really hard. There's a lot of rock in this ground, and it gets really hard when we don't get much rain, which kind of helps us notice that we're not getting much rain. Makes us very aware of it. So I've thought about doing some swales, digging some ditches in contour with the ground, so when the water goes into it, it sits in that trough and soaks into the ground really well. So even if I dig a trench up here close to the solar panels, it'll help keep water in the ground down below. You know, it'll soak in up there, but it'll also continue soaking on down the hill and on deeper in the ground. That's something that I've been realizing I need more and more. I wasn't planning to do it, but then with the hardness of the ground, I think I really need to do that. Not doing it right away, but I was just thinking about it this morning. Part of what you want with the sheep grazing in your pasture is a variety of different plants. That's part of the reason why we do this rotational grazing, is we are leaving them in an area for a short time and then moving them on to another place. If we just fence off the entire field and just let them roam around eating what they want, they would eat up all the edible plants and leave all the weeds behind. And when I say weeds, I just mean plants that they can't eat, because even the weeds have benefits in some way or other. They like to eat this plantain, they like to eat dock. They will go straight to dock if they see it and eat it all up. So that is something that we don't see growing out here much. Around the container over there, we got some on one side of the container, and they eat it down like it's gone, and it does grow back, so that's good. But we want to get as much variety in the grass as possible. So we do want to get more moisture in the ground, and we do want to always rotate. I was watching a video where someone was restoring a property. They had gotten a newer property. They were going through and analyzing it and trying to use permaculture techniques to restore the land. And that's what we want to do. And that's why I was watching the video. But they were noticing that an area had been grazed by sheep. I think it was sheep, for years and years and years. And they were saying all that's left is the plants they don't eat anymore, because they've destroyed everything that they would normally eat. So just thinking about all those things this morning and telling you a little bit about my thoughts and plans. Forklifts are not really made for pushing, they're made for lifting, so the forklift doesn't have a ton of power. This is a steel beam wrapped in wood so that there's attachment points to attach wood to the wood. This is going to be the support beam up here in the ceiling. It's going to replace this wooden beam here. Might remember when we jacked this house up 2 feet. Now the support beam's coming in. Came to Asheville today for the Southeastern Animal Fiber Fair. So we're hoping to learn about wool. You know, we have sheep, so we're wanting to learn what we can do with their fiber. We just met Helen with AB Farms, and we were talking to her about natural dyes, which is something that would be really fun to experiment with the wool that we have stored up at home that we haven't even processed yet. And it's time for us to shear again. We're going to fill up some more trash bags. But she says she loves the kind of wool that comes from our sheep, so we might actually have a little deal together with her where we might sell her some wool. So that's exciting. Getting some ideas of things that we could maybe make ourselves. So we're looking at this board with nails that can be used for like kind of a little loom that you could weave some fabric with.
It's one of those things you need to kind of get a feel for it. There you go. Good.
And you use different colors to make.
Yep. It has a pattern. Something like this. And then another color and whatever colors you want to use, you can limit space.
Contrary to what people think, the green cord is not the yarn. This is just the dry band.
Yeah. What is that made of? It's
a sticky plastic substance.
Yeah. And I guess you can adjust your speed by changing it to different wheels.
Well, the pulley system, I've got it down on a lower, so I've got a tighter twist to it. And if you want to go in slower and not have as much twist, you go up to the bigger part of the wheels.
We're looking at the periodic chart of fiber.
Pashmina.
We haven't seen any Bigfoot fiber yet. Even after looking all over the world. The view of the mountains is so beautiful.
I've noticed in the southern states, their license plates are much more better.
Oh, there's a giant rainstorm. We're heading up here to see if there's some sheep to look at. It's the peak of the fall leaves up here too, so I'm hoping I'll get a little bit of footage of that so you can see how beautiful the leaves are right now. They haven't come down to where we live quite that nice yet. Oh, there's a big arena here. Looks like there's lots of sheep. I love those curly curls. There's some nice black faces.
Picture of that ram.
No wonder he was in the cage. Look at the halter.
Yeah.
Curls are just amazing.
This is so pretty. Yeah, we don't like to be on display in the cage. These are for sale.
I like that brown one. Look at that long face. Where are you from, man? Are you from Jamaica? Have you had too much coffee? You look like you had way too much coffee. This one is beautiful and amazing. Wow, look at those horns. This one has 2 sets of horns.
That is cool.
Hello. Camera. Want to sniff? Want to lick the camera? You like licking people's phones? Look at this. Are you from Yemen? You almost have a mane around your head. Horns are huge. Those are huge horns.
Could you please? I have a puppy. No, you cannot feed the dog.
Yeah, if you had a dog treat and if your owner allowed us to,
You want to also be in the picture?